Yo. Alright, it's 6:40 in the morning and a quick Red Bull stop off at the local garage on the way out of town. So today, me and Gareth were going into a river, and a particular beat of this river that we haven't been into in a couple of years now. So I first found this beat way back, quite a few years ago, and then after the first time I found it, I told the bro, and then we came back in and we did that together. I haven't shown anyone else this piece of water, so we fished it once or twice a season, just because due to one thing and another you can only get in there due to water levels at the beginning or the end of the season. I won't go into why, but it's just the way it is. It's a big drive, it's a huge walk, big packs, massive bush bash to the river, and then once you're in, you're pretty much committed. Well, no, you are completely committed to staying in the river, and you can't get out for 2 days. So once you're in, you're in. Because of this and the remoteness, it doesn't get fished much, if at all. Anyway, it don't get fished much. I meant to say we're in the South Island too, way down south. So the last couple of seasons we've missed our windows and we haven't fished it. So it's been ages since we've been in here. So we're well overdue to come and do this trip. I will carry this on.
Sorry to interrupt.
A bit later. We have company.
Drive. Drive.
So we're now just below the point where we're going to dive off this track and then just go bush and find our way to the river. We'll never take the same way every time. Sometimes we nail it, sometimes we do not nail it. Last time we didn't, and it was horrific. We nearly fell over a big cliff from memory, and it took us ages, and we had to backtrack, and it wasn't textbook. But river looks really low. We've got our first look at the river, so that's good. So the crossings will be easy, and we should be able to get out. Anything to add?
No.
All right.
Just get down there so I can get out of this weird stuff.
Let's do it. We have found the river, but we kind of feel like we're about to get bluffed out behind Gareth here on this side. So then we're going to have to dive down, either get into this creek and follow it down, or maybe even go up the other side and then find our way across. Yeah.
It looks pretty steep down there.
It does.
I don't want to have to climb back out of this.
I don't want to climb back out of anything. I'd like to commit and then get it right bang on first time. I still think we've come down on that other ridge before.
I still think we've come down further over there.
Oh boy, what a predicament.
One of us is right.
Or we're both wrong. Alright, well, let's get into it and see what happens. Okay, cool. So we made that fairly well. we haven't dropped into the river in this particular place before, but we have dropped in downstream and upstream, so pretty much done everywhere now, but that went pretty well. So just getting ourselves sorted out, dried out, cooled down, then we'll get our rods going. We're going to do a dry dropper rig and a nymph rig, and then we'll just swap between the two rigs as we fish. Quick shout out to Howler Bros for the new shirt. Angry Cock, I think it's called. Pretty sure that's the name. It stopped raining for now, which is awesome. Not really blue sky, which was in the forecast, but it's going to happen. It'll come. Alright, enough of this drivel. Let's get ready and go fishing. Alright, so as per usual, Loop Cross S1 5-weight. I love this rod, so good. So we're probably going to make this a dry dropper rod, and seeing as Gareth has got only 6 weights with him, he will be your Mr. Nymphy, and we'll swap between them. Opti dry fly, maybe the best loop reel they've made, in my opinion. Mind you, I haven't used them all. So the only way I can have an honest opinion about whether this is the best reel of loop is for them to give all of them to me and let me fish them all. I don't think that's going to happen, no. And then I'm gonna run a tapered leader, and that's attached to the Amplitude MPX from Scientific Anglers floating line and a 5-weight. It's a wicked line. I love it. As for fly choice, I know some people have been asking that I tell you more about the flies I'm using.
You're already rigged up.
No, I'm just going to put a fly on. But I have got mostly...
I haven't even got my rod out of the
Well, you've been doing your hair. I've been running the old blowfly a lot this season, as far as just like a run-of-the-mill, just prospecting kind of fly. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to put this blowfly, again from Cat 3, and then I'll put a nymph underneath that. Just going to crush the barb down on this because that's what I do. And then I'm going to add probably some, let's go 5.5 pound fluoro. I might go for like 3 feet or so of that. And shorten it or lengthen it depending on what we find, but it's a pretty good starting point. And then off of that, I'm probably just going to go small and brown. Like this guy. Or this guy. I'll go this guy. Just that guy there. Just a pheasant tail with a little bit of kind of UV flash in it. It's been going pretty well this season. And a small tungsten bead just to get it to sink a little bit. That's it. Nothing flash, real simple. Only one thing left to do, and that is crush that barb down as well. Go barbless, it's the way forward. No, right, Gareth? Barbless all the way, huh?
What's that?
Barbless all the way, huh?
All day, every day.
All day, son. So unfortunately the hook pulled out of that one there, but that was a fly that did the job. And so we're just gonna put the nymph over that deeper water, fish that seam you can see running down there. There's got to be a fish over there down deep. There was like 5 or 6 down in front of us, so You'd think there'd be one or two over there in the deep water hanging out. There's a fish. I'm giving you this because there's a fish down there. Look. I'm being a guide. Just gonna leave your second rod out there. Is this legal? And this is how we do it here. Oh yeah. Oh, give me that.
On there.
Yeah, well, there was. I think you left it in that fish.
I never felt it.
Well, it was on there when I gave it to you. It ate something and the fly went under, eh?
What a shitty knot.
Fuck off. What an aggressive strike.
Oh, man,
Oh, I'm into a fish. Yeah, I was going to see if I can bring him over here. So I was just looking after the nymph rod that Gareth was fishing, and I hooked up. And I'm just trying to keep the fish over here. Ooh! Caught around my finger. Hey? Got caught around my finger. Sorry. Gareth's still fishing because we're going for the double. You still see one down there? Oh, he's off. Oh, dude, talk about shitty knots. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Struggled for, it's almost lunchtime, this is my first fish, and we were almost calling that there was no fish in here as well, but this is,
Don't lose that net.
I've got it, it's a really nice fish.
Yeah, bro,
solid and fat, big shoulders, wicked colours, awesome.
Yeah, man.
Sweet as. Ready to go?
Yeah, if you want.
Alright, buddy. Yeah, we'll let him go.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Oh, I see a fish. Did you just bust it off? Yeah.
No pressure though. Like, I didn't even feel it.
I think what happened was the strike was so hard, the force just broke the line.
No way. Oh dear.
Alright, so we are at the point where we have to get out the river and bush bash for a while, because you can't get past this little gorgy bit. We're here incredibly early. We're not normally here for like another 3 hours. So, not quite sure what's happened. We've obviously dropped in the river way upstream from where we normally do and messed it up. Add to which, it seems like we can't fish today. Are we still on 2 fish?
We've caught 2 fish.
We've caught 2 fish. Oh, I've got a nice bum bag full of water here, that's lovely.
Did you bring in little things that hold your line?
I have one little hairband that my girlfriend will be stoked to know. Thanks, Elena. I mean, we're kind of, once we get up onto that ridge, we follow those pig trails, we're good. Let's just see if we can get... Bashed our way through some nasty shit. Now we're up on the top of a ridge. You can see fish down in the river below that we can't get to. We're just trying to find a way through all this gorse. Oh, that's 100% better. I can just make noises. That was a terrible mistake. Terrible mistake. Brilliant. It was a particularly horrible bash up and over that ridge, through the bush, through a heap of gorse, some bush lawyer, some prickles, some sticks, some mud, maybe even some poo, I'm not too sure. Probably a fair bit of poo. Definitely poo. So now we're back down at the river and we're going to set up and then crack on. I'm going to try and get my 2nd fish for the day. Gareth's leading with 2 fish. Terrible numbers. But yeah, this, Gareth was saying earlier that this is actually the worst we've ever done in this river, on any part of it. So yeah, hopefully we can pull our shit together and be real fishermen. Yo, we're back at camp. We went upstream a little bit, spooked a fish.
Oh wow, I mean, the fish disappeared. I don't know if spook's the right word.
Well, it was there, then we turned up and it left.
Yeah, no, I think it was just finished for the day.
Alright, just on its
Poor
way.
timing more than anything.
Probably timing, you're right.
Yeah, indeed.
So then we looked at each other and said, let's turn around and go back. So we did that. And then Gareth caught that fish down there.
Yes, I was very stoked to get that fish.
Yeah, it was a good fish. It was a good fish.
Third of the day.
Yeah. So today,
Super slow.
between two, what you may call, some may call experienced fishermen, we caught 5 fish.
Yeah.
Which
Normally, like if we doubled that on this beat, that would still be a slightly slow
is a
day.
fairly average day, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yep.
So
So
this is by far the worst.
yeah, we didn't do well. But what we did do well is set up a campsite. Boom. And then I think we've pretty much got the entire surrounding area to burn. We may have
It's actually
overdone
quite
it.
a mess, really.
Yeah. We may tidy this up, we probably won't. We're probably gonna we're gonna have a coffee, we're gonna light a fire, then we're gonna drink port. Oh, we should eat some food. Meh. See what happens. Alright, I'm gonna make some coffee.
In a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
Got a cramp. It's pretty bad. I can't move.
That's not enough water, too much port, and maybe some exercise. Not too much longer. Not too much longer to go before we call it a night. Port's all gone. Gareth, he's cramping up. Might have to pull the beacon out and push the button by the looks of it. I'm not too sure. I'm just going to watch him and laugh for a bit longer and shut it down for the night. See what happens tomorrow.
See you, buddies. See you next time.
Good stuff. So, I didn't sign off that night because I didn't know if I was going to make 2 videos or not, but it just turns out I've got so much footage. It's definitely a 2-parter. I'm going to post part 2, which is the next day. I'll post that next week. Good job if you made it right to the end, so thanks for sticking with it. If you enjoyed it and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me, man. Trying real hard to reach 1,000 subscribers this month, which would be super cool. Thanks again for tuning in, really appreciate it. And stay tuned for next week for part 2. See you.